Hello, my name is Last Day of Mystery Man, and welcome to my 31st ever Bold and the Beautiful review for the episode that aired yesterday, October 4th, 2023. And well, before I get into this episode, I would like to address one thing. Clearly, as you can tell, I'm not reviewing Tuesday's episode because, well, quite frankly, I sometimes feel like there's episodes of this program, because it's only 19 minutes long, where those episodes really don't matter. And Tuesday episode definitely felt like an episode that did not matter. And if I was to review it, I would basically just have to talk about something that I did not completely understand, and two would just be a segue into yesterday's episode, and most of it would just be confusing to some people if you already watched yesterday's episode. So I'm just gonna skip that episode, but I will give you a quick 50-second review about it. Okay, so here's what happened on October 3rd, 2023, Tuesday, October 3rd, 2023. Brooke and Taylor was talking about Hope and Thomas, the devil couple, and how horrible they are together. But Brooke wants to make it all about Hope and how she should not be put again. Well, it was all Hope's fault. Okay. What else? Eric and Donna was on. They're a very nice couple. And they were talking to the doctor. And RJ and Luna was talking some too. More into that when we get to this review. So now, let's get ready for my 31st ever Bold and Beautiful review for the episode that aired yesterday, October 4th, 2023. And well, this was a pretty good episode because, well, as I just mentioned, the devil couple, Hope and Thomas, was not on it and was not even mentioned. What a wonderful change of pace. Because it is so beautiful when those two people are not mentioned and you don't even have to hear about them, and they're not mentioned, they're not seen, they're not heard from, because they really suck. So, the devil, Hope, wasn't on. And this is going to be the last time I'm going to mention Hope or Thomas in this review. So anyway, getting into this episode, what happened? Well, it started off with from the conclusion of yesterday's episode with the doctor telling Eric that he's probably not doing so well. And I'm not entirely sure it looks like Eric has Parkinson's, but he also could have some other form since he also got other problems. Since it seemed like he got other problems too, because it's just not just a hand shaking, but it's like, dude, only one of your hands is shaking. Just learn to draw with the other hand. Because I remember I broke my arm one time when I was 7, and I had to try to white with my left hand, and it did not end well. But I'm saying if I had to, I would have kept trying, but it did not end well that one time. But yeah. So then we cut over to Brooke and Widge, and they're I don't know, happy, I guess. Oh no. They was talking with this girl Kinsey, who, if you was wondering who she would play by, she was actually played by Big Brother 24 winner Taylor Hale. Ha. Hale? H-L, I think H-L-E-E or something. Anyway, there was this girl who won Big Brother 24. Personally, I was never a fan of hers. I was personally a fan of this guy named Michael on there, but he was taken out of Double Victory because everybody was afraid of him. And that's how she won. My mom, on the other hand, was a big fan of Taylor last year. She thought she played a great game and really deserved to win, but she did not. But I don't believe that. She played an okay game. She didn't deserve to win, but I don't really want to get into my thoughts on Big Brother in this Bold and the Beautiful review, so I'll just say that's who that was. That was Taylor Hale, whatever her name is, whatever her last name is, the winner of Big Brother 24. So, they're doing that, and Rich said he wanted the dress to look like water. Okay? Why is the dress wet then? Rich, I don't know what happened there, but water is not wet. Water is blue. The color that is synonymous with water is blue. When you draw a picture and you draw water, it's blue. It's not red. The only time water is turned red is if you're making a drink, if you're making a homemade like drink or something, like if you make fruit punch homemade or something. Or if you took food coloring, or if you took wet food coloring and you dipped it in water. Now, I don't know why you would do that. That would be the only time you would have wet water. I don't know why you would do that personally, but hey, you do you. So yeah, he wanted it to look like water, and then Carter showed up, and where I used to like Carter, but now that he's with Katie, he's kind of boring. Basically, if you put a man with any of the Logans, they become extremely boring and extremely horrible, basically. Except for Eric and Donna, they're wonderful together. They make such a nice couple. So anyway, Carter showed up and he was like, "Man, your dad's really gonna have to do bad. Your dad's really gonna have to do good to beat you." And well, I thought about that. And we're just still wondering why his dad is doing this. Because he can't I guess he tried. I don't even think Rich has tried to ask. But Carter was like, "I don't really know. I guess he just feels he has to do this or something." Brooke is just standing there with a dumbass look on her face, like she has 95% of the time she's been on this program, I remember. So then we cut back to Eric and Donna. And well, the doctor eventually leaves, and the doctor tells them some more stuff about how Eric knew that he could have Parkinson's disease, and Donna is really worried, like, we're gonna fight this any best doctor. Oh, and she gets mad at him because he didn't tell her that he knew that there was a possibility that he could have Parkinson's disease or some disease. It's like that, do you have to tell everything with the person you're in love with? I don't think so. No. There's some stuff that you don't tell people until people need to know. There are certain things you don't tell people until people need to know. It's on a need-to-know basis. And maybe in Eric's mind, you did not need to know yet. So then Donna decides, out of the blue, to tell Eric, you need to tell Ridge now. And I'm not going to sit here and try to say I understand relationships because I've never been in one. I've never had a girlfriend, and maybe when I do, I'll maybe see stuff a little bit differently. But all I got to say about this situation is, Donna, you are being extremely unloyal to Eric here. Basically, you are doing what both Katie and Donna have done for years, and kissing Brooke's ass, essentially. By telling Eric to tell Ridge, you are essentially implying that Ridge needs to know. And you are also implying that you are going to tell Brooke at some point. Because we all know, when Ridge finds out, he's not going to find out from Eric. He's most likely going to find out, Ridge is most likely going to find out from Brooke, who most likely is going to find out from Donna. And then that's going to be a whole situation with Eric and Donna. Because, of course, no one can be happy on this program. Now, I'm not a big fan of relationships. I've only ever liked one couple in the Bold and Beautiful history, and that was Liam and Steffi. Like, I've only ever cried, 2 times on this program. One of those times was for Liam and Steffi's third wedding in Australia, where I was so happy for them. I was like, finally. They can finally go on to be the greatest couple in soap opera history, behind Luke and Laura. And no. Instead, November 2017 happened, and well, this show is ruined forever, essentially. But it is somehow still on the air, and I am somehow still reviewing it and watching it. So what else? RJ and Luna was talking, and well, they have a very nice, kind of boring 2 people who clearly are into each other, but neither one of them wanted to say nothing. And Luna was talking about her mom how her mom was essentially a hippie. She said her mom was a hippie, essentially. I got nothing. I'm sure hippies are nice people, but it's 2023. Do we really still have hippies? Is that still really a thing? I think hippie was a thing when my parents was probably 10 and 11. When my parents was 10 and 11. When my parents was 10 and 11 years old, apparently. But maybe they all still think. I don't know. But yeah, apparently Luna's mom was a hippie, which still haven't mentioned the dad, which is leading me to believe that her dad might be a Forrester enemy from the past, and now Luna wants revenge. Because she seems to know a lot about RJ. I'm just saying. And she seems to want to know more stuff about RJ, and she wants RJ to trust her a lot. Which is very suspicious, especially for this program. I mean, if it was any other stuff, I'd go, well, maybe she just likes him. But because it's the bold and the beautiful, you have seen time and time again that everybody has a hidden agenda. No one likes anybody without wanting something out of it. This is how this program works. This program does not do serious storylines very well. This program does bullshit after constant wave of bullshit. And speaking of that, I was watching Albert live stream, I think Tuesday. Well, anyway, it was either yesterday or Tuesday when he was, or maybe Monday. I'm not sure what day it was, but he was talking to DC Soap Sanctuary about ageism, which is a weird thing. I have met a couple of people. I have met a couple of my friends' parents, especially the dads who want to try to be cool, and try to be cool and hip, and get cool and hip with the time because he feels that his life is meaningless because he's old. Which is a weird thing, but he was talking about age. They were talking about ageism, and DC said something that I think it's very true about the Bold and the Beautiful, where he said, "We all know that they would talk about it for a little bit, and then it's gonna go back to Brooke cheated on Widge, or Widge and Brooke breaks up, and it's gonna go back to that, and they're gonna go back to that drama, because that's how this program works essentially." They will try to do something different, but then someone will cheat on someone, and then we're back to that shitty drama. This is how this program works. But my overall thoughts on this episode was it was a wonderful episode. Because, well, you know why. Because the one person who could ruin this show was not on. So that made this episode phenomenal in my book. And my overthought thoughts on Eric is I'm definitely Team Eric, and I hope he kicks his son's ass in the fashion showdown, because good lord, he needs to. I mean, Widge needs to be taken down a peg, because Widge needs to get over himself. Widge, you are not great. You are an idiot, basically. You are a jackass. And you have horrible taste in women. I'm just going to put it to you like that. You have terrible taste in women. I mean, Taylor, Brooke, really, dude? You couldn't find someone else? Like, what is up with all of these men who think that these Logan women are so wonderful, are so great, are the creme de la creme of women? They're really not. They're like women who sucks the life out of every man they're with, minus Donna, because Donna in this episode was very nice until she basically told Eric, until she basically became Brooke's minion again. But hopefully she won't, because she agreed to not say anything. But she was like, "You're my person. I love you, Eric. It's all about me and you. We will fight this together." I don't know how long that's gonna last, because I'm pretty sure in like a week and a half now Brooke's gonna go, "So Donna, what's going on with Eric? You have to tell me. Tell me, I'm your sister. You don't keep lies from me." He's having Parkinson's disease, and he's shaking. That's why he wants to do this last battle with Widge. "Hey, Widge, I found out what's happening. Your dad's have Parkinson's and shaking. That's why he wants to beat your ass." Figuratively this time, not literally. Maybe he did. Who knows? So yeah, that's what's going on now. And my thoughts on Luna. Great character so far. I know some people don't know what she's going to be, but I honestly don't know either. But I have somewhat of an idea of who she's going to be. I think she's definitely has a hidden agenda. What that agenda is, and I'm not entirely sure yet. But as long as she's not annoying or stupid, fine with me, whatever her agenda is. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm the president of the Forrester fan club, so anything that knocks them down a peg, fine with me. And if she goes after the Logan clan of horrible women, fine with me as well. I'll be here to support it. I'll be doing these reviews like, yeah, go after these ugly women. So, fine with me. Not much else happened in this episode. I would make this longer, but I don't know what else to say. So I think I'm going to just at this point say, well, I've done 3 of these reviews. And this one is quite frankly probably my favorite one, mostly because I didn't have to talk about the devil couple, and I always love when I don't have to talk about those two, because those two, well, I mean, I did at the beginning, but those two, when the focus of an episode, really just, I don't know what it is about those two. They just, to me, scream stupidity and delusion. So my final thoughts on this episode: Audrey and Luna, I would like to see where it goes. Donna better be loyal to Eric. Widge and Brooke, don't care, never have, never will. So, see you guys next time for another bold and beautiful review.